Hi, I'm Amy from Purity Plants, and today I'm going to show you how to repot your Fiddle Leaf Fig Tree, Ficus laratus. So I've got one here that is ready to be repotted. So always do this at the end of winter to early spring. It's the best time of year to do it. And I've got this one here. It's in a 30 centimetre diameter pot. It's completely root bound, so now we're going to transplant it into a 40 centimetre diameter pot. And then when it comes to spring and summer, it will get fertilised, and then it will allow the roots to grow and the tree to grow much more rapidly. So this pot here, what we're going to use is, first of all, we're going to put stones at the base of the pot. There's only one drainage hole in this, so we need to make sure that there's not any excess water sitting around the root ball or the bottom of the roots, because it can lead to root rot and other forms of disease. So we've just got these. I just bought some really cheap stones from Bunnings, and we're going to use that as a filler in the pot for about 2 to 3 inches. So we'll pour this in first. So that's all there now. So that will allow just for a little bit of room in case you're over water, then at least there's just that little bit of a reservoir for extra water to sit until it drains out well. So that's the first thing you do. If you've got a small pot, you could use much smaller stones, but always try and create some sort of barrier at the base of the pot or inside the pot when you're replanting indoor plants. And it also helps with humidity and transpiration as well, so it's a very, very good tip to do. Now, what we're going to do is we recommend always buy Superior premium mixes for most indoor plants actually. If you get cheap soils, you will find that they'll cause you more problems possibly down the track than what they're worth. So this we've got is just over $10 and at Bunnings, and it's a terracotta and tub Superior potting mix, and this will cover all your needs when you transplant. So what you do is with fiddles we use 50% of this soil-based mix, and we use 50% of a bark, or you could use perlite in replacement of bark, or any sort of potting media that will allow excellent drainage and aeration throughout the soil. So what we'll do is we're going to pour this in first, and then I'll mix that through. And when you do it, just fill it to about here, because obviously you don't want to overfill it. And we'll pour this in. And then just mix it all around. And then just work all the soil and the mix up towards the side. Try and stick to the sides as best you can. And then what we'll do here is we'll grab the root balls. So as you can see, this is ready to be replanted or repotted, because all the roots have now become really tight and compact to the shape of the pot, and you need to loosen them before repotting, otherwise they'll continue to grow in that shape. So you loosen them all, and then you transplant into there. If you go to pull a plant out and it's still really loose from the soil surrounding it in the pot that it's currently sitting in, then it's not ready to be repotted, so always keep that in mind. So this is ready to go. So what we'll do, we'll just hover it over here, and we'll loosen all the root balls. Just untangle it, just gently, but don't be scared. Just untangle the roots, and you'll have a few bigger roots, and just bring them so they come more outwards. And when you transplant or when you repot, make sure that when you repot it, when you top up the soil, you don't go above where it originally sits at. You always meet to that same level. Alright, so that's been done. And then with your remaining potting media, which I'll make up more of, you just fill in all the sides, you pat it down. Then once that's been done, just give it a really good water, I would say a good litre or so, and then you can continue your normal care. And always put it in the same position it was beforehand. You don't want to create too many changes, because it can sort of add to the level of stress after being repotted. And yeah, so you just top that up to the top, and then give it a water, and that's how you repot your Fiddle Leaf Fig Tree. Thanks.